Heather Elvis was a vibrant 20-year-old woman living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. With her infectious laugh and passion for photography, Heather had dreams of making a name for herself in the world of cosmetology and beauty. She worked at the Tilted Kilt restaurant and took cosmetology classes by day. Life was busy, but Heather thrived in the energy of it all. In 2013, Heather became romantically involved with a co-worker named Sydney Moorer. Sydney was older, married, and had children, but he told Heather his marriage was over. Their relationship was intense and secretive. Eventually, his wife, Tammy Moorer, found out about the affair and forced Sydney to break things off. After the relationship ended, Heather seemed heartbroken but tried to move on. Her friends said she still talked about Sydney but was focused on her future. On the night of December 17, 2013, Heather went on a date with a new man. Later that night, she texted her roommate, excited about the evening. Then something changed. Around 3:00 a.m. on December 18th, Heather received a call from a payphone near Sydney Moorer's house. She then drove to Peachtree Landing, a secluded boat landing along the Waccamaw River. That was the last time anyone saw or heard from her. When Heather failed to show up for work and did not answer calls, her family grew concerned. Her car was found abandoned at Peachtree Landing, but Heather was gone. There was no sign of a struggle, no indication of where she had gone. Police launched a full investigation, and suspicion quickly fell on Sydney and Tammy Moorer. Cell phone records showed that Sydney had called Heather from a payphone just before she disappeared. Surveillance footage captured the Moorers' truck driving toward Peachtree Landing around the same time. Heather was believed to have arrived. Despite the mounting circumstantial evidence, no body was found. Still, investigators believed Heather had been murdered. In 2014, both Sydney and Tammy Moorer were arrested and charged with kidnapping and obstruction of justice. The prosecution argued that Tammy, enraged by the affair, forced Sydney to lure Heather to the boat landing, where they abducted and likely killed her. Heather's body was never found, and the exact circumstances of what happened that night remain unclear. The Moorers maintained their innocence. During their separate trials, both offered shifting stories. Sydney claimed he only called Heather from the payphone because she had been harassing him, though no proof of harassment was ever provided. Tammy denied involvement altogether, though evidence showed she had texted threats to Heather months before the disappearance. Tammy Moorer was convicted of kidnapping and conspiracy to kidnap in 2018. In 2019, Sydney Moorer was also convicted on the same charges. They are serving 30-year prison sentences. Without a body, neither could be charged with murder, but the jury concluded there was no reasonable explanation for Heather's sudden and complete disappearance, other than that she had been taken and likely killed. Heather's family, especially her father Terry Elvis, became outspoken advocates for missing persons. They never stopped searching and held frequent vigils, determined to keep Heather's memory alive. The case garnered national attention and remains one of South Carolina's most haunting mysteries. Even without her remains, Heather's story touched the hearts of many who followed the case and hoped for answers that never came.